jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse.
Well, folks, it's that time of year where we watch 12 Christmas movies, and we're done. You know what that means? We can leave this cloud cabin, probably. I mean, that's in the contract, so by definition, we get to leave. Though first, we do have to talk about this movie we just watched, but once we do, we can leave this fucking smelly hellhole we're in. So, Zach, Alby, are you ready to talk about this movie?
Yeah, I can't wait. I hear the doors unlocking. It's like it knows. The cabin knows after we've achieved 12 days of watching these movies, everything starts unlocking. I can hear it over there by the door. I can hear it, the mechanism inside. It's slowly unlatching. We just have to get through this podcast and then we can go. I think that's what it sounds like. So
the bombs in our legs are deactivating right now.
Yep. There's some snowmobiles sitting outside. I could see them through the window.
Still missing a toe and maybe a couple of fingers, but, you know, it could have been worse. Butthole's still showing shut, though, so that's not good.
I said goodbye to the Yeti last night. It was a beautiful moment for both of us, I think. I'm going to miss him. I know he'll miss us all here. I'm still freaked out about where that nutcracker went to. It's out in the woods somewhere. I'm worried about that, but it should be fine.
You're going to miss his warm, loving embrace the most.
Of course. I'm going to be so lonely.
So... though we do, again, the nutcracker may still be loose, this bit that nobody else cared about but Alby.
What? Wow. Okay.
No,
I think a lot of people are going to care about it when he gets to the nearest town and starts axing people. Like, people going to care then.
The Christmas Chronicles. That's
a good transition, sure. The Christmas Chronicles.
It's a movie we watched. The latest from the hot Netflix people. They were like, hey, how about we make a high-budgeted Christmas movie? Because fuck Hallmark, I guess. And they made one. And I picked this. I saw the Christmas Saw Mask. Picked this because it's literally the only Christmas movie that's released this year that wasn't a romance. So. Yeah,
nice. We needed that, I think, after all of these Christmas romance movies, because I don't know that I could have done another day of a Christmas romance movie. We made it through, but man, if it was another bad Christmas romance movie, I would have gotten up and walked away. Although there were points in this movie where I did want to get up and walk away, and we can get there when we get there.
But first, let's get to talking about what happened in the movie.
Yeah, you want me to go? Okay. I was paying attention for most of this movie, so hopefully I can get this synopsis done pretty quickly. It's about a sister and her brother. She's younger, he's older. He's a fuck up. He's going into like crime and stuff. He's doing lots of crime. Just lots of crime. Just lots of crime. Teddy is not a good, upstanding role model. No. He's headed down a bad path. I guess, and you guys can help me out here because I missed kind of the first part of how Santa showed up in their house. I guess it was just Christmas night. So he like showed up in their house and they like saw him and then they got on his sled. Is that how that worked? Like, did I miss something there?
Yes.
Okay, so he came down the chimney, ho ho ho, and they snuck. Their mom was like, "Hey, you guys need to stay here. I got to go to work." And it's Christmas night. Didn't really elaborate on what she does for work, but that's fine. And
she works in the hospital, but yes.
Okay,
yeah.
did they? Okay, cool. I missed that part. So she goes to the hospital because hospitals are 24 hours, and they stay at home. They hate each other. He's really in a bad place, Teddy, the kid, because we find out later on in the movie that his dad died, and he's been really upset about it, so he's acting out. Like, that makes sense. Anyway, they get on Santa's sleigh, and they start going around the world and stuff. Like, it's Santa, they crash the sleigh. They're in Chicago, so, like, they crash the sleigh, and then, like, they can't do anything because the sleigh is crashed. The reindeer get loose in Chicago, and then they have to forge this, this alliance with Santa Claus, who is played by Kurt Russell, who's this kind of, like, gruff and, like, kind of mean Santa a little bit, but he's got a heart of gold, I guess. So they kind of roam around Chicago trying to get their sled fixed. They keep going, get all this stuff. And there's some stuff here that's, I don't know. Like I said, I'll get to it. So the whole point was to get the sled fixed. They at one point, ride reindeer off over some cop cars. Everybody freaks out. All that stuff.
Santa gets arrested. Goes into the Pokey, and I don't know if they call it the Pokey in 2018. Drives a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, a lot of Dodge Charger. Teddy, the 16-year-old, drives Santa into Dodge Charger and his sister away from the cops after they crash the sled because the cops are like, are you really Santa? And then they catch up with Santa, and they're like, "Oh, you think you're Santa, huh?" And then he goes to jail because they didn't believe him. Because
that's what people do when you think you're actually Santa, is you go to jail.
Yeah, and then hijinks.
Then you go to the mental hospital.
Yeah, and then hijinks ensue. Basically for like the next 45 minutes, they get sort of split up. Santa's in jail. The two, the son and the daughter, the brother and sister, are sort of just left to their own devices. The sister goes into the gift sack that Santa has, and she falls into the gift. Yeah, the gift sack. That's how. You wanna explain it then?
It's Santa's bag of holding.
It's Santa's bag of gifts that Santa has in all of the Santa lore that we know about. So she falls into that. She meets some elves. The elves start flossing. I wanted to die.
It was hell. It was hell watching.
I didn't like that. The elves were kind of freaky in like an Aliens sort of way. Like when I first watched the movie Aliens, or like Mars Attacks, I guess is what the aliens from Mars Attacks, like the kind of weird. They look a little weird CGI. I don't know. They freak me out a little bit. And then we just wrap up the movie. He finally. What did he even do? I forgot the last part where Santa was singing in the jail fucking ruined me, and I don't know what was happening anymore.
The guy, like, the officer, I guess, called his girlfriend and then let Santa go.
Girlfriend called him.
The girlfriend called him because Santa was like, yeah, she's going to call you. She misses you, whatever. You should call her. And then she calls him, and they fuck, presumably. Whatever.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah, so they find, whatever. If you want to take over the ending, go ahead and get the ending part, because I missed some of that, so.
What does happen in the last?
Okay, so
kidnapped by a bunch of drug kingpins and brought to their drug.
Oh my god, that was after fucking shut up. So don't shut up, Alby. I'm sorry. So after they get get out of prison, they realize they don't have enough time to get the rest of the gifts out. But then they come up with a plan where the two kids will help Santa deliver the rest of the gifts. So the boy will be driving, and the girl will be listing off the names and addresses for Santa. So with the help of these two kids, they managed to get all the gifts at the nick of time before sunrise to the rest of the kids in all of North America, and that's how Santa prevented World War III.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in here about like. Santa's like, yeah, remember the last time I didn't get to deliver my presents? And then he says, like, world wars happened in, like, the Dark Ages? That's pretty fucked up, huh?
So after they managed to get all the gifts delivered, they go back to their house, and then Santa's like, you be good now, kids. And then the boy is like, okay. And then the kids made up, and then they got gifts from Santa, and the boy got an ornament that shows a picture of his dad or something. I don't know.
It's a mirror of himself.
Yeah, the ornament's his father. The father was the ornament all along.
No, it's like a mirror thing. He says, "I'm proud of you," and then the thing says, "I'm proud of you back." It's like a showcase.
So, anyways, then the last scene is pretty
much like
Santa.
Simba in the reflecting pool in Lion King when Rafiki like moves the water and says, "Look hard."
So the last scene is Santa at his workhouse doing a little bit maintenance in the book, and then Miss Santa Claus comes, and they speak a little bit different languages. They come in and doing ha ha ha. How do you speak a lot of English actually? Because apparently Santa knows all the languages, obviously. But
yeah, obviously
of course.
He would. I mean, Santa is God, I guess. I don't know. Tower
Have
of
you
Babel
seen
situation.
Miracle on 34th Street where he sign languages that little girl? That was very cute.
No, I did not. Thank you very much.
The Miracle on 34th Street WWE fight I saw, that was pretty good.
So and then that's it. Then Santa's like something.
Then Santa like makes a reminder of like, oh, these were the best helpers I've ever had that are human, and he writes a little thing down in his book, I guess, with Miss Claus, and that's.
And
the
then
movie.
they probably fuck.
Yeah, probably because it's Christmas night. Who doesn't want to fuck on Christmas night? Am I right, guy?
And he was like, oh yeah, you were a little naughty last night, weren't you? Oh, anyways, then the movie ends.
Yeah,
and
so it was fine.
Then 20 minutes of credits happened.
Yeah, there was like 6 minutes of credits on the back end of this thing. I don't know what that was about, but
a lot of people working on it.
I mean, okay.
Surprise! I bet a lot more people worked on this than look at all the other Hallmark movies we watch.
I like that the Hallmark movies just sort of end and it's like 15 seconds of credits because it's just like the same 10 people work on every single film.
To be fair, it's a TV movie, so they can't.
Yeah, so it's less, but we get it.
It's whatever. We get it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's a Netflix movie. You can tell it's definitely more well funded. Dodge, go to your local Dodge dealer right now. No credit, bad credit, it's fine. Buy yourself a Dodge Challenger.
Get some Cheez-Its, some Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah, some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Just go crazy with the sponsorship, man. No Balsam Hill, unfortunately, but it will be Christmas when you hear this, so you'll be taking your tree down probably sooner rather than later. So it's fine. It all works out. It was a good movie, so I don't know what else to really say other than, like, I was paying attention to it. The elves. Okay, I want to get back to the elves here.
Disturbing.
So there's a part in the movie where I forgot her name. Do you guys remember her name?
No.
Katie, probably,
Katie,
right?
something,
Okay,
yeah.
Because he kept calling her Katie Cat. That's why I said that. So Katie, the young daughter, the young girl, falls into the Santa's gift sack, and I'm going to say it that way, whether you like it or not. No one can stop me. She falls in, and it's a big pyramid of, like, you know, it's wonder, it's splendid, it's a whole magical place full of presents of every type, a car, a lot of different things. Like, it's just an infinite, vast universe of presents. And she falls down this presents like mountain, and then when she starts walking, she meets these nightmare-looking elves. The CGI on these elves really just creep me out a little bit. And that's not bad. That's not bad enough. So, like, they first meet her, they tie her up with the Christmas lights because they think she's like some intruder or bad, as you would if you were an elf. If somebody stepped to your territory, I don't blame them for that. So they tie her up, and they start to get to, like, talking to her and all that. And she explains, like, no, I'm actually here to help Santa. Like, I'm trying to get these presents delivered with my brother. And then they finally come around to, like, accepting her and whatever. And then there's a scene that's just sort of plays as a transition to get out of this scene. And you can see like 3 or 4 where it just sort of pans across the elves that start flossing. I think that's where part of me died in this movie.
Yep.
And I'm not really sure I'm ever going to fully recover from it. I audibly yelled no very loudly to the point where I thought the cops might get called on me because I was so loud. Thankfully, nobody has showed up yet that I know of.
It's busy in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's busy here.
That happens all the time.
And even
everybody's yelling no all the time in Jacksonville.
Even if I did yell, we're out in this cabin. Nobody could hear me anyway. So,
all right.
Yeah, that was a fun little thing. Another little Easter egg. Maybe not Easter egg is not the right phrase for it, but like they first meet Santa, and Santa's like this salty, like gruff, as I said, sort of like, yeah, I'm Santa, I know what I'm doing. It's Kurt Russell, so like you can kind of figure it out. And they ask him to say ho 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 at one point, and Santa's like, I don't do that. That's fake news. And I was just wondering, like, maybe why we felt the need to throw that in there. It's so political. Everything's so political, you guys. I just want to watch a nice movie with my family. I don't want to think about politics anymore, you know? Like, I just want to have a nice time with my family that wants to make America great again. And these politics just keep getting in the way. Like, fake news? What are you talking about?
Okay. Sit down.
I just want to watch this with my family and God.
Enough.
And then he went on this weird long immigration rant, and I was like, whoa, Kurt Russell, that's weird. I didn't know you were... No, that didn't actually happen.
I feel like, at least for me, I feel like the Kurt Russell stuff was the best part of this movie. A lot of the other stuff, I don't know what it was, but they weren't really fun set pieces. Some of it was fun, but I don't know. I just wanted to hang out with Kurt Russell as Santa Claus and have him do stuff rather than, I don't know, any of the other stuff.
Chop shop.
Yeah, like what the hell? Why did they feel the need to harass this kid in this park, first off, which I could see that happening. Sometimes
3 grown adult men harassing a teenager, by the way, that's like 15 in a park.
But the weird part is, why did they bring the satchel of presents with them back to their drug lord boss? Like, here you go, boss. Like, what? Why would your boss be interested in that? Like, I'm disconnected on that one. Am I not just not into the drug culture enough? Are they gonna use that wrapping paper as like heroin shots or so? I just don't understand.
Yeah, heroin shots. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Like, what?
How about good?
And why bring the kid along too? It just makes no sense.
Because they need an excuse for the elves to come out of the shack and kick the shit out of
everybody. Yeah, those elves were fucking getting down to business.
It did feel a little bit like plot making story, right? Like,
well, yes, it was bad, but then the elves came out, and I was like, okay, this is fine.
It's fine. You forget about it.
Oh, it's fine. It's a Christmas movie.
movie.
I don't think it's like an instant classic or anything like that. Like, it's kind of been touted.
Nah.
it's been promoted in that way to a certain extent, but I think it's fine for what it is. I think it's an enjoyable Christmas movie. I think it's better than all the other most of the other ones we've watched. Outside of No Sleep Till Christmas, I think this is number 2 for me. It's very fun. I think everybody has a very fun time with it, and I don't know. Seems like Kurt Russell really enjoyed doing it. I'd love to see him come back and do it again, maybe in a different format or something like that. Like, I don't want to see like 2 more kids go on a wacky adventure, but I would love to see him as Santa again doing something. That'd be fun. Build out that mythology of Santa Claus.
Yeah, why does Santa all have to have all this magical tech? Why?
Santa's a wizard, apparently.
I mean, at that end there, that was really cool when he turned into coal dust or whatever. I thought that was like old school German Santa magic. Like, Santa Claus is a wizard. That's all I know.
Is he a sorcerer or a wizard?
Well,
are we gonna have this semantics argument? Because I don't know. I don't know that I'm prepared.
I don't know. It depends on the mythology. If you go by remember that movie that was like Santa Claus, as he's kind of a young man turning into Santa Claus. If it was that and he was just a dude from the hills, then he's a wizard. But other ones are like he's a benevolent spirit, which would mean he's a sorcerer. There you go. Depends on the lore you want to use.
It does, Zach. Depends.
Of course. I should have known better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's at some point it's kind of apples and oranges comparing this to like all the Hallmark movies, because like the budget for this movie is probably like 10 times more than all the other Hallmark movies combined. Yeah, it's Kurt Russell for one, a fucking actual actor. Well, that's a little bit mean, but you know what I mean. Like, I know we all like Emily Osment, but come on, she's no Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Yeah. No, nobody's really Kurt Russell in these selection of movies we've watched. No, nobody really holds a candle to Kurt Russell, unfortunately. It does feel a little like, it's weird how all of like the Christmas movies on like a Hallmark or a Lifetime are just so romance related, and I wonder if that's just by design because they have to be, because they're catering to a certain kind of audience, whereas like Netflix is just like, we're just gonna make a fucking like Christmas movie with Kurt Russell in it. Granted, I know that there are differences in finances there. I'm just saying, like, plot wise, I wonder if Netflix is just like, no, we're just gonna make a fun Christmas movie, and like Lifetime and Hallmark are locked in on trying to get like the female 35-40 demographic of like, hey, you guys, I know you're probably single this Christmas. Why don't you come watch this movie where this handsome hunk with a heart of gold finds his true love? It's an hour and 20 minutes while the cookies bake. Just come watch this movie with us.
I mean, I think this is more of a classic Christmas movie in that it's more of what you expect, at least in regards to what I like in Christmas movies. I like a little bit more of a story. I like a little bit more of like, I don't know. I'm not someone that grew up with like romance as part of Christmas in some weird way that I feel like the Hallmark stuff is. Like, I grew up with like, I don't know, Christmas Carol and Nutcracker. Those are stories that are
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman, sort of epic in scale in a way, like sort of. There's some stuff
Frosty's
happening.
about to die. That's very epic. He's
gonna melt, man.
I know. It's very scary. As a kid, I almost cried. By almost, I mean I did cry.
Listen, we all cried every once in a while as kids for emotional reasons, and it's fine.
Wait, yeah, okay.
I feel like I didn't cry enough as a kid, actually, now that we think about it.
Well, you can always catch up.
Trust me, over the past year I would say I definitely have.
Okay,
but no, as a kid, I don't think I cried as much as I should have. Now that I'm really thinking about it. Sorry. You made me think about crying as a kid. That's your fault, not mine.
I mean, I cried at the end of this movie a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah, you did. I heard you.
Weep.
Yeah, we told you to be quiet.
You were in the middle of the couch and you were like crying, and I was over on the other end, and I was just like, dude, come on, man. Like, I just want to get out of here. Can you stop crying?
Yeah, stop crying my hot cocoa, please.
Yeah, no. You're making my cocoa salty, and I don't need a salty cocoa, okay?
I mean, I kind of need a salt cocoa, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, spicy cocoa. Can I get some of your finest spicy cocoa? Waiter? Garçon?
Garçon? Hey, listen. A little cayenne. Make your cocoa up a notch. Let me tell you what. You'll be feeling good.
God, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if I don't remember this. All my days are running together. I don't remember if you said this on a podcast or if we were just talking to each other. But your spicy fucking cocoa makes no goddamn sense at all to me. And maybe it's just because I've been in this fucking cabin for 12 days. But I don't understand it, and it's making me irrationally upset right now.
The Mexican spiced cocoa, dog. Have you never had a little Mexican cocoa?
No, it's not real.
It is. It's the original cocoa. The hot cocoa.
It's not.
It is. Here, I'm going to make you a cup of hot, spicy. Listen, I can show you some New York Times cooking articles on hot, spicy cocoa, and it's good.
How are you accessing the internet right now? How are you doing that?
Well, you see,
The guy confiscated our phones. The laptop blew up. I've got this web TV that he installed, but that thing's shit, man. It's not good at all.
why would you install a web TV in 2018?
I didn't even know they made those until I walked in here, and I was like, holy shit, dude, this guy is for real. Like, he wants to kill us. But luckily, he's been very kind, so I appreciate that quite a bit. And I think we can finally get out of here because we've talked about this movie enough. We don't have any other things to plug. We're done.
Wait,
here.
but no. Okay. Sorry. Why would you trust the New York Times for your fucking recipes on hot cocoa?
Because the New York Times is not fake news. I don't care what the president thinks. Fuck him.
Wow.
I'm just saying, I trust them more about the board wall than talking about hot cocoa.
Wow,
Sorry.
okay.
Wow, this
All
took
right,
a turn.
all right, the door's open. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
This took a
Yeah,
turn.
this is there's a cookie nut in NewYorkTimes.com. Can you cut that burp out, by the way? What?
I'm leaving.
Oh, I don't think he can leave. I don't know that he's allowed to.
Yeah,
leave
we're
yet,
not actually done until we hit the stop.
We can't
button.
until we hit the stop button. We haven't stopped yet. You can't leave. The door isn't unlocked yet, so you got to sit back down. Sorry. You can't.
Get back here. We can't stop. We have to be all sitting on this couch. That's how it works.
You can't leave though.
There's a mechanism on the couch.
Time to go.
You can't leave until we get done though.
Come back.
You're not allowed. He will come out and he will murder you.
Get out of here.
We can't go yet.
Yeah.
Please, you have to sit down. You have to sit down before we're allowed to go. Okay, you just need to sit back down.
Okay, you need.
Okay, thank you. We
Yeah,
just.
I think we're done. I think.
Well, let's go. Let's get out of here. I gotta go home. I lost a few feet here. I lost
A
toes.
few feet? How
You
many
have
feet
more
do you
than
have?
two?
What? I mean, let's go home, man.
I'm gonna probably lose mine in a few years anyway. So
Wow, too real. I'm gonna get up over here for a second. I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna get something real quick.
What's the IMDb on A Christmas Chronicles?
Yeah, can you get that for me? I gotta get up over here for a second. I'm just gonna check some stuff before we leave.
no, you guys sit down. What?
No, I'm sitting here. What? Hold on. Hey, what's this? Sean, I'm next to you. What's this map?
Wait, we get to the IMDb thing though.
What are you doing?
It's 17 points.
Hold on,
Also,
I just wanted to see though because there's
also, we
something.
have to,
I'm
don't
gonna
we
get
have
back
to
to
rank
that.
these movies though?
I'm gonna get.
Okay,
I'm gonna
fine.
get. No, we're not ranking anything. Get
Fine.
out of here. We're not.
What?
Nobody in the contract said we had to do that.
Oh.
I don't even remember most of the movies we watched.
Me
to be
neither.
honest
It's fine.
with you.
It's a hellscape.
I remember 3. It's real bad.
I'm gonna get back to this. It's a 7.2 on IMDb. It has 25,000 reviews. I'm not gonna read a single one of them. I want to get the fuck out of here. I gotta get back to my family and my kids.
Okay, let's leave. Oh,
Okay.
goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Bye. Wait. Why is Sean? Why is there a mask? Why do you have a mask sitting next to you on that end of the table?
What are you talking about?
What are you? Why?
I don't see him. I don't see a mask.
It's folded out from underneath the couch on your side. I had to. I got up.
What? Why'd you get up? We weren't supposed to get up.
I was checking some stuff in the kitchen before we left. I wanted to make sure it was immaculate before we left.
Yeah.
You don't
And
need to do that.
I stumbled across it. My foot hit something underneath your side of the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've made a very weird discovery. Are you? I'm putting
Wait,
two and two
what are you talking about?
I'm putting 2 and 2 together here right now.
We can just leave, you know.
What?
Were you the one behind this the entire time?
Are you Mr. Christmas?
You shouldn't have done that, Zach.
Albie, we got to go. We got to go.
You got a fucking knife.
But you found the mask, and now you're dead. Make some death noises. Not you, Alby. Zach, he's dead. That's right. Alby, so you found out my secret, Alby. You found out my secret. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna tell anybody about it? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
eat. I'm gonna drink some more cocoa.
That's right, you drink my cocoa, boy. You also saw that, but you saw that. So, you will now stay here forever. See you around, everybody. Till next year. Ho, ho, ho.
Bird machine. Check.